Hello, everybody. Welcome to my daily vlog. I have 13 minutes to record. I just put my salmon in the oven. I was going to do it earlier, but my phone ran out of battery. So I am just using my phone right now for the minutes that I have left. Oh, my cute kitty. Okay, he's here. He's here. He's hanging out. He doesn't want to be on screen. He doesn't fit in the screen, but maybe we can do it like this. He can be my guest of the day. But anyways, I went to my acupuncturist today. I have like this neck and like shoulder pad, medicine salon pad on me. I'm so happy that I went. I had to cancel a date with a girl earlier this afternoon just so I could attend. And then usually if I am not feeling well, I will cancel a couple of client sessions just because I can't show up and hold space in that way, especially if I have if I am not physically well, then it's like, oh, I just can't. I can't. Um, but a lot of things have been happening today. I went to my acupuncturist, like I mentioned, and I never heard her story before about, I think everyone at some point in their life, they have this come to Jesus moment of what am I doing with my life? I know when I was living in New York, when I was in my 20s, there was a group of us that just did not know what we were doing. And it was always this perennial search for the soul of why am I here? What am I doing? I'm not happy in my corporate job. I know I'm meant to do something bigger, but what does that look like? What is that? And I mean, for me personally, I always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur in some sense, but I didn't necessarily know what that was because I wasn't around any entrepreneurs. I was around a bunch of people that were corporate people, and they were all climbing the corporate ladder. I mean, that was a story that I grew up with. That was, the blueprint that was given to me by my immigrant parents of like, coming to America, work for a corporate job, and then just staying there until you're ready to retire and you have a better life when you retire and travel all over the world. And so for me, I just remember buying Marie Forleo's business program back in, I don't know, maybe 2012. I had all of these gifts, and I had these stories, but I didn't necessarily know what I would be selling. And it's so funny because her program, the B School program, so many influencers who you see today have like actually bought that program and have been a part of it. And now they're just like, you know, um, they're successful in their own way, but it's really, really funny. And I never actually completed it. I never ever completed it. And it just helps you identify the things that you're good at, what you can monetize, how do you make a business out of it, how do you have a website, all that stuff, just like any other business coach program. I think that the difference is the actual person. Because all of the business online coaching is all the same, especially from business coach. They teach you content, they teach you how to post on social media, they teach you how to talk about, how you solve people's different problems, and that the differentiation is just like you, or either you have like some innovative formula or product or program or whatever. But usually it's just like your perspective that makes it different. And it's your experiences and how you solve that problem in your day-to-day life that actually that's like your unique selling proposition. And so anytime that I have an opportunity to talk to a fellow entrepreneur, I dive into it. And so I was talking to my acupuncturist, and I had never heard her story. And, I was just having one of those days where I'm like questioning what I'm doing in my life. I think we all do. And she was telling me, oh my gosh, I didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I actually wanted to, at first she worked the front desk, at the hospital, trying to figure out what she wanted to do. And then she spoke to a doctor, and he was, really telling her about Chinese medicine and acupuncture. And, he would send all of his patients to all of these holistic modalities as a supplement before like doing back surgery on them. And that these other modalities really, really worked, and they benefited the patients, and they made a lot of progress. And So she really wanted to become a Chinese medicine doctor, but her father was so against it. Her mom was all for it. And so she actually moved away to San Francisco so she could not hear that negative chatter so she could actually do what she wanted, because it's hard when your environment that doesn't support you, doesn't believe in you, and doesn't dream or have the same dream, or maybe they're projecting failures on you. And that's where you really have to just be quiet and believe in your vision, even if no one else does, even if no one else does. And that's exactly what we're talking about in my membership of like honoring the wild heart, because there will be a lot of people that get confused by what you do, but you have to really trust yourself and know that even if other people don't see that vision, they may call you crazy, but it's okay. It's okay. And you have to light that torch for yourself, or be in community with other people who are also holding that same torch in their own little worlds. And so, she was talking about how it was very hard for her, how to get student loans, how to put herself in school, how to work all these odd jobs just to make ends meet. And, still, even the health industry doesn't necessarily categorize acupuncture, Chinese medicine as something that is reputable according to like Western typical traditional doctors. But I have seen so many health benefits. It's actually more ancient than the Western ways, and so it's pretty interesting. But I swear by it. I love it. I mean, anytime I feel an ailment coming on, like a muscle spasm, whatever, like I go there and I feel 100 times better. And I take all these like witchy herbs. I have no idea what's in them, but they always make me feel better. And I remember when I had like so many different bouts of UTIs, I would always just go there and get my herb medicine, and it wouldn't wipe out my gut microbiome. And that's the thing that was like so crazy. And I would feel better within a week, and I wouldn't disrupt any of like the stuff that's going on, which is, crazy, because in Western doctors, they would just hand me so many different antibiotics. And then obviously when I actually needed it, it wouldn't be working, and so it just actually hurts you more in the long run. But I just swear by it. But I just loved hearing that story. And she said, right now you may not see your way through the clouds, but in retrospect, you will see it. It's not going to make any sense, but keep doing it. It's not going to be like this forever. I promise you that. And it made me feel really, really better. I always love talking to a lot of people, especially when they're entrepreneurs. Like my hairstylist is an entrepreneur. My hair, the place where I get my hair straightened, it's entrepreneur. Women-owned business. My gyno, I went to an OBGYN appointment. She was talking to me about like, I'm like being an entrepreneur and how awesome it is. And I keep going and da 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 da. And so I just love that I have the universe always coming and telling me all of these different things and little messages. And that's what happens when you open yourself up to spirituality, is that you feel like you're co-creating or conversing with something that's greater than you, but you don't know what. And, maybe for some people, they don't necessarily believe in, this spirit, but I really encourage you to think about, what does that look like for you to have a connection with something that is greater than you? Where have you seen magic? Where have you seen miracles in your life where you've gotten so many Hail Marys? Like I've gotten so many Hail Marys in my life. I kid you not. It's kind of crazy. And right now I'm hitting this pivotal point where I am going to have to, it's like quote unquote, reorg my business, restructure it. What does it look like? And take a break from it, because I realized the way that I was working was getting me burnt out. I didn't want to live my life that way. And it's been, really difficult. And so just being able to take a time to pause, rethink, get my bearings, understand the foundation of what it is that I truly want to build, and connect to my why. And sometimes we need that necessary space, even though we don't want to. And it's crazy because I'm just like, well, I just launched my podcast yesterday again. And it's like, sometimes you just need to do those things that you don't want to do. It may seem like embarrassing, but it's like at the end of the day, you have to choose you. You have to do what's right for you, regardless of like what it might seem to the outside world. And at the end of the day, you have to follow your gut. You have to follow your heart, even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else. And at the end of the day, when you choose to live your life for other people, you're going to be so unhappy. You're going to be so unhappy. That's actually one of the top reasons why a lot of clients come to me when they want to work one-on-one, when they hit their bottom of realizing, whoa, I have lived my life constantly for other people. I don't even know who the fuck I am. I don't even know what I like. I don't even know what my voice is. I don't even know how to stand up for myself. I don't even know how to tell someone no. And that's why I love, working with women to actually help them understand that they can do those things, right? It might seem scary, but they can, and they can disappoint other people, and then it's okay to disappoint other people. But anyways, that is a wrap for me today. I am gonna chill tonight. My partner's gone. He's on a trip, and it's just me and my kitty. We're gonna have a lot of space in the bed, which I'm excited about because he loves to cuddle on my neck, and I always have to push him towards the foot of the bed because right now my neck is just all messed up. But I am excited. Made some salmon, made a yummy, healthy dinner. It's about to go off, and watch some of the Olympics. Amazing night. Anyways, ciao. Talk to y'all later. Bye.